Hey guys, Mitch here, and I am talking with author Brian K. Morris. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you today?
Doing well, doing well. So first things first, obviously you're a Whovian.
Yes.
Who's your doctor?
The one I'm watching currently, I actually like them all. Now, my favorite is Colin Baker as an actor, simply because he's so intelligent, and he was at a convention I was at about 4 years ago, and in my misspent youth, and he was so kind to the people working behind the scenes that I don't have a favorite doctor, but I've got a favorite doctor actor.
Awesome, awesome. So, all right, so you've done a lot of not only different genres of writing, but also different types of writing. I mean,
Yes.
I noticed you even did you've written like pre-burial arrangements.
Right.
So how hard is it to kind of like just flip your switch to focus on like a different genre or whatever?
Well, fortunately, I've got the attention span of a mayfly, so that helps a lot. But also, I just enjoy going from one genre to another. It keeps things fresh for me. I worked for many decades in like corporate America, where you do the same thing every day, where the boss tells you when you get hungry, and I can go into my anti-corporate rant in a heartbeat, you'll notice. But I've learned that creatively, I like switching from one subject to another and one medium to another. Like it might be comic books one day, the next day I might be working on a new novel. So it just keeps things fresh for me.
Nice. So you also have a couple of shows on your Facebook page.
Yes, I
Tell us a
do.
little bit about those.
Okay, not that I like plugging, but every Monday and Thursday morning, 9:30 Eastern Time, never mind the furthermore. You get points if you can tell me where that's from. It's generally a talk show. It started out as a 5-minute promotional, but then I started reading the comments that the listeners were giving me and realized I am so incredibly boring compared to them that I just start reading out what they do, and we have conversations, and I allow other people to promote what they do creatively on my show. And then Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. on my page, I do a show called Clever Title Pending, which is basically the same format, but it's more in line with being creative and the business behind being creative. And we try to inspire some people to maybe strike out and do their own thing.
That's awesome. So, all right. So, in my research, I was really like, I kind of kept going back to the character Skyman. So,
Yes.
tell me a little bit about Skyman.
Skyman, he was created in 1940. His original writer was Gardner Fox, who created the Justice Society of America, Hawkman, The Flash, Adam Strange, all these obscure characters. And his original artist is probably most famous for, and if I can step out of frame for a moment, I'm going to show you what he was most famous for. This is coincidental. Herbie, the Fat Fury, from American Comics Group. It's the story of a nobody, a little nebbish. Well, his parents don't know why they had him. But the minute they're out of the room and he starts licking those special lollipops, no, there's no innuendo there, really. He turns into this glamorous guy, and he doesn't change physically. He's still round as a beach ball, but women can't resist him. Animals live in fear of him. The deadliest enemies to America's democracy cower before him. And he has all these incredible, amazing adventures. And, I just adore that character. But that's what he's most famous for.
Okay.
So, and his original editor was Vince Sullivan, who edited Action Comics #1, Detective 27 and such. It's basically Batman who smiles, and his airplane runs on magnetic waves. And he's a two-fisted science adventurer.
Awesome. So, do you have any upcoming cons?
I do nothing but have upcoming cons. I'm going to be in Harrisburg on the 31st, Harrisburg, Illinois, at BurgCon. That's a must stop for me. And then afterwards, I'll be in Mattoon, Illinois, at the Cross County Mall, doing Silcon, CIL-CON. Go to silcon.com for more details. And I'll be there in what is being called Brian's Love Shack, where it's going to be filled with all kinds of creative people, and we invite everyone to come out and see us. And anytime you see me on the bill, come out and see me, because I love talking writing. I love talking getting into business for yourself and being an entrepreneur, and just basically charting your own course through the choppy waters of life. I'll get it out.
So, all right. So, last question. I know we talked about your Facebook page, but how can people find you online?
Oh, this is so easy. I'm also at risingtide.pub. It's kind of a hard hat area right now because it's under construction, but generally they can find me on my Rising Tide page on Facebook. That's the easiest way to get me.
Awesome. Well, Brian, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Have a good con.
You too.
Thanks.